All right, let's get this show going. Hello there, my name is Matt, and this is the stock speedrun for the weekend of November 12th, 2022. As always, if you're unfamiliar with what a stock speedrun is, you can check this video's description for an explanation and a disclaimer as to its content. Ahead of time, I apologize for any background noise or anything. I got a lot of stuff going on here. I got people stomping around, and I got a cat who has recently learned that he can easily place himself in front of my monitor to maximum annoyance. So we will see. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Come on, something good. LendingClub. I don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and find out. Whatever it was, it's not really doing that great business. These are not very good charts. Is this not like an investment platform? As a bank holding company for Lending Bank, National Association that provides range of financial product services through a technology-driven platform in the United States. That's kind of what I thought it was, which is why this chart doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Why would a platform like this be hit so bad in 2020? They are remote, for the most part, from what I can tell, financial services through a technology-driven platform, and also they're a bank. Banks weren't, people need to move around money. Banks don't need to operate. I don't quite understand why COVID would have made them take that much of a hit, but maybe it was a continuation of this slight downward trend from 2018 to 2019, and maybe just 2020 happened to be the culmination of some problems they were having with the business. I don't know. But I don't really see why COVID would have impacted a company like this all that much. So that's a little strange. 2021 wasn't as bad for them. It seems to be the first time in the last 4 years at least they were able to turn an annual profit, even if that was only $18.58 million. So far, 2022 looking like a much better year for them. Holy shit. This is much, much more fantastic. Unless they completely shit the bed in quarter four, then they are going to have an annual profit this year, blowing all other past years out of the water. Very interesting. I wonder if the stock price reflects that to some degree. That's going to be a negative, Ghost Rider. We have a peak back in October of last year. I kind of wonder what happened both to make it hit that peak and also why it fell from that peak. However, something I did see on the 5-day chart is this jump on Thursday. I want to know why that happened. Let's go back through these articles a little bit, try to figure out what's going on here. Affirm LendingClub are ripping higher today. Yes, why? I would like to know why. Bear of the day. Why are they bear of the day? Their voice officers are probing 2022 lows. Well, you issued this article 10 days ago, and then 7 days later it rocketed. See, these girls here, they bought, and now they're like swimming in money. That's how this works, right? So, LendingClub will rally big on Thursday, up a whopping this, and this. Today's inflation, because of the inflation report. Yes, it wasn't just this rocketing on Thursday. Everything rocketed on Thursday. And to demonstrate that, let me just bring up a chart of the S&P 500 here right quick. If I go to the 5-day chart, you will see, boom, rocket Thursday, takeoff. Yes, Major Tom, we are ready. And it's just all gravy on top of that. In fact, I didn't notice, it did hit 4,000 again, just barely, on Friday. For the first time in probably a while. For the first time since August. Actually, I'm surprised that it wasn't further back. But that's still very good news. So yeah, that makes sense. It didn't really have anything to do with the company at all. It was just the idea that, rising tide, all boats. I'm sure you've heard that nonsense before. So anyway, let's see. What else can I take a look at here? Should hold on a little longer. Earnings and revenue estimates. Yes, they're having a very good year so far. It seems like. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Third quarter. Two sizzling hot stocks right now. I'm assuming this is one of them. Otherwise, why is this article showing up here? Number of consumers living paycheck to paycheck. That is unfortunate. Dog stock of the day, Q2, earnings and revenues again surpassed estimates. They are blowing it out of the water this year. Holy shit. Which is strange, considering the fact that their stock is massively down from arguably back when they were dog shit. Like actual dog shit. So if I look at a 6-month chart, yeah, they were higher back in August and June. If I look at 1-year chart, they were higher back when they weren't doing as well. It's almost like this chart is the inverse of how their earnings are actually doing. Maybe it's a sell the news kind of situation. Everyone for these 4 years was anticipating a grasp on profitability and, you know, actually being a good company. And now that it's happened, you know, all the hype is gone, all the anticipation has been eroded away, and now they're just trading it just like any other company. You know, no one gets excited at, you know, like McDonald's stock. No one gets excited at Coca-Cola really anymore. There's no hype there. It's, you know, they're mature companies that are making profits now. It's like, okay, that's great. Are those profits going to go up and down? That's literally the only thing really affecting the stock price for things like that. But for this, you might have had some hype, and now the hype is gone. And now it's trading just like those companies where, you know, things just kind of move based on earnings sometimes, and, you know, general market trends too. That might be what's going on here. It's possible that was all just hype, and now that the hype is gone, this has come down with that hype. I kind of want to see. I want to see what Conversations has to say. I'm kind of interested in seeing. I want to see holders, because I kind of wonder: is it possible that there's been some insider action on this while the price has been so low? Let's take a look at transactions. Yes, actually, there has been. So far in November. Purchase. Buy. Back in August, it makes sense that they would sell in... you know what? I'm actually liking how this is looking. Because let me go back to the chart. Let me go back to the chart real quick. Go back to the chart. In fact, I want the big chart. It'll be the big chart. And if I'm going to go to 6 months, okay? And I'm going to break this out to... move to new window. I'm going to break this out. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put this here. So, all of these people, all back, and this was August, right? Oh, shit. Yes, August 26th. So if I go here, and I look at August 26th, this is not 6 months. Give me 6 months. Yes, there we go. So, if I look at August 26th, that's right here, and then right here. So, what I'm thinking happened is that these people saw this run up, and then it got to the peak, and they started to back off a little bit, and then they saw this little bump here. But then they saw that bump not really last for too long, and then at that point, they were all like, okay, you know, let's go ahead and sell these, and then try to buy in at a later point. Which actually, did they? Are any of these people the same people that just bought? No. You got Landon. You got actually this is a little misleading because this is actually 2 people because these 2 people are the same guy. But still, I like the fact that even at these lows, back in early November. They apparently knew that these were lows and good times to buy, so they purchased at these lows. I kind of like these signs. If we go back just a little bit further, a couple sales in June, which was right around here. It seems like that people at this company, insiders at this company, are really, really good at choosing time to buy and sell. They sell at the highs, and they sell at the literal highs, well, almost literal highs, and they sell at and they buy at the literal lows. I mean, I don't see any other buys in here. But the fact that they seem to be correct about selling at the highs, they might also be correct about buying at the lows. Very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. And considering the fact that you can make an argument for the fact that it is still at those lows, sure, it got a bump up this past Thursday, but for the market on average, you can make an argument that it's still at those lows. Then, based on the predictions that these people made, or these two people at least, it could still have room to run. So I kind of like this. I like how that's shaping up. Let me go ahead and bring this back. No, I want to make this big. There we go. Okay, is there anything I want to Google right now? I can't think of anything. I want to see what people here have to say. Insider purchase in last week. Yes, I saw that. Very positive. I like it. I like it. It would have been nice to get in on that before the Thursday bump, but unfortunately there's nothing you can do about that. You know, the roulette wheel lands where it lands, and I have no control over it. But I still think that it might be at a good place to get in. That's my opinion. Okay, I want newest. Screaming buy. Book value basically $10 per share. Is it? Let me go take a look at statistics real quick. PE. PE's not bad. Where does it say book value? Yeah, book value of 10, so it's pretty much at book value right now, and everything else on top of that's gravy. Let's see. It's a little concerning there. Oh, really? They split in the past 1-5? Wait, 1-5. No, yeah, that's a split. July of 2019, really. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't really see anything that I don't like here. Their purchases by direction of CFO or positive indicator for the near future. We will break $10 resistance. Done already. Possibly 11 within a week or two. Also done. Let's see. Stock will soar once the hag Crazy Nancy is gone as speaker. Oh, you mean Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House. Well, you know, the races this past week were, I mean, I don't want to get too political. Races this past week were a lot tighter than I expected to. I'm honestly surprised people are willing to vote in more Democrat representatives considering the track record of Dark Brandon these past 2 years. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. However, I highly doubt they're going to be able to hold on to the House, so I do think Nancy's going to be gone. That's true, but the wave became a ripple, which I'm surprised by. Senate likely to stay 50-50. Actually, I think that's 51 at this point. The Republicans probably will take the House, but Senate goes to the Democrats. All right, enough on that. Yahoo keeps deleting my posts. Maybe you should make better posts, bro. Mega Wonder. Wow, a lot of people in here talking about the election. Short-term market is insane. Just filled more at 942. Very nice, bro. Very nice. Every fintech is up, but this garbage. Well, is this really garbage? Because unlike a lot of fintechs, this one's actually turning a profit now. Let's see. I agree with this. This is one of the most important sentiments that I can possibly express. Stock market is a long game. If you are in this to make short-term profits, you need to be very, very good at what you're doing to be able to do that. And by long game, I'm talking year plus. I'm not talking like 30 years. I'm talking just don't expect to be able to sell something tomorrow. Stock market's a long game. Very important point to be made. Rates will go much higher. You think so? Because, well, to be fair, he said this on November 2nd, before the most recent inflation data came out, which was a surprising turnaround. I don't feel like the Fed's going to pivot that quickly. But from what I can tell, they kind of have no incentive to keep raising rates either. I think they'll probably stand around and wait to see what the next inflation data looks like, and then they might act on that. I mean, that's what I would do if I was J-Pow, but I ain't J-Pow, so whatever. I don't know what this GIF is. It's making me laugh. Everybody's going to SoFi. I mean, if everybody's going to SoFi, then where is LendingClub's profits coming from? Haha. Countered, ratioed, whatever the brutal, savage, wrecked, whatever the kids are saying nowadays. Nobody used. They're going to I mean, you keep saying that. Keep saying that. Actually, these are interesting numbers. LendingClub has debt, but they have significantly less debt than SoFi does. If what that guy just said there was correct, SoFi has like $3 billion in debt. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I don't know what they're talking about. If everyone's moving to SoFi, then where is LendingClub's profit coming from? They've actually been a very good company this past year. I mean, that's evident to anybody who just looks at those numbers. So I don't think I gotta justify clicking buy here, but I will anyway. So I like the fact they're doing fantastic this year compared to prior years. They've blown out every earnings estimate this year that I could see. The numbers look very good. That guy talking about the fact that their book value is basically what they're trading at right now. That's a very good point to make. I do like the fact that insiders bought recently. I know it has jumped up a bit since then, but they were apparently... I mean, so the reason why it jumped up was the inflation data. It didn't have anything to do with this company in particular. So what I'm thinking is that the people that bought were calling the bottom with potentially the anticipation that something good was going to happen or going to continue to happen with this company in the future. And the fact that inflation data came out and it made it bump a little bit more was just icing on the cake. So it's very possible that something more could happen in the future to make it bump up further. So I like that also. And let's see, what else was I going to say? No, that's it. I think that's just, I think that this is like a good company blowing it out of the water this past year. And I think I'm going to click buy. Very interesting here that this rating is 0. And actually, so there was one last week, where the rating came out to be 0. I think... Actually, no. No, I think I'm mistaken. No, that's right, because if there is no internet rating, then it comes out to say that there is no rating. It only says 0 if they're at... Well, I could have sworn I programmed in a case where it's 0 if something happens. You know what? I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just... Internet rating 0. They apparently think it's neutral. You know what? Forget what I was just talking about. I have no idea what I'm saying. Anyway, I think it's a buy. Internet rating is neutral. That's all I gotta say. I will see you in the next one. Oh, jeez! I just knocked over the microphone. I'm okay. Everything's good here. Go back on your business, citizen.